Good morning, it's Tristan here from Zebra Invest. Today I just wanted to run through and give you a review of property data. So I've seen a few people are searching around to find out a little bit more information about property data, how you can find it useful and what you can use it for. So property data, if you don't know, is a website here that tracks in a couple of different the property portals, gets a whole load of estate agency, a lettings agency data and brings it all together in one place. So that can be quite useful to be able to find deals that are on the market but aren't necessarily being flagged or seen by other people or potentially used. So it's a great way of sourcing, finding deals and investment opportunities that you perhaps would have missed otherwise, or you would have spent quite a lot of time trawling through to find. Personally, I think PropertyData is a really great piece of software to use to be able to find and source deals. So keep watching to the end, as I've got a 50% off your first month discount code. That's on top of your 14-day free trial. So if you either that or if you want to skip to the very end of the video, you can find that. And it's the only discount code that I've seen online for property data. So hopefully that'll be useful. So if you jump in and you head on to propertydata.co.uk, I've got a link that I'll give you anyway, as I said at the end, to head you there. You can see I've been signed up here now almost a year since October 2019. So what you can do is you can jump in and it's got these drop downs across the top here, and you can find information and a bit of headline analysis of what's going on across the country. You can see here they're also tracking items like COVID cases, and then any data or anything else that might give you a bit of an idea of what's going on. You've got postcode data, so if you want to take it into your local area to kind of get an idea of where there's, say, more of a growth in values or whatever else. So maybe you're trying to find a gold mine area, you could turn around and say, oh look, I want to just sort it by, where's growth on here? Of course, the only one that I want to sort by, here we go, 3 year. So if we can sort by 3 year ascending, you've obviously got at the bottom where they've got rates that have dropped. Let's just change that round to descending. And here you can see where they've had, probably the highest hikes in property values. And that could be a really good way of being able to target down in your area where you want to look for properties. Say, for example, for me, I'm looking in Norwich. So here, this could be a really good, looks like it's a neat little hot mine area. It's actually quite high up the top there, with a 13% growth rate. So then what we could then do is we then know that that's something to use later. But this is just giving you a bit more of an idea of how you can really jump into data and details to get through. So personally, I found a few good deals on here using the sourcing function on the website. So you can jump in, and I quite like the stuff where it's cash buyers only, because usually there's a problem other people can't fix. There's stuff like, for example, where you can see someone's reduced their price, which might mean they're motivated, or we have stuff where it's come back on the market. So I'm just going to show you through the cash buyers. So I'm based in the east of England, and here you can see all those ones coming up. We just had NR16 because it's a little bit of a hotspot. But what you can do is, you can obviously see here, this is the whole of the east of the country, which is going to be a little bit harder to filter through. So, say for example, I'm looking for anything in Norfolk, which is just a pre-code. I'll just click apply, and that's just bringing up any of the pre-codes with that in it. And so we can turn and see, look, Lowestoft and Thorpe Hamlet, that might be a nice property to take a look at. And we've got Lowestoft. There we go, that's not an area for me. Or Newtown. Great Yarmouth really is an area that I look at personally. And you can then intersect, so you could add another list to be able to merge those with, or you could exclude others with them. So you can mix and layer and stack those kind of analysis together. So Stracy Road, this is going to show you what's coming up. Being cash buyers, I suppose 2% reduced, and it gives you its own little analysis. And then here it's telling you other flats in the area that have sold, and what they've been sold for. So here you go, 1-bedroom flats. It looked like they sold for about 110 to 130,000 pounds. So let's have a quick look at it. You can just view it on Zoopla, and then you can just jump in and have a look. So you can see why I use it. I think it's a great system to use to be able to find deals. Usually it would have a short lease if it's needed a cash buyer only. So there must be something else going on here as well. But you've then got the properties that have come back onto the market. So again, I'll head to the east of England, and here it's just going to load up all those results that have come back on. And again, if we then filter those, and you can just see there actually, that was quite a neat little function that I haven't seen before. You can save your filters, so you can save your searches to come back to it later. So that's a great way. You can just see now, you can see all these properties that have come back on the market. Let's have a look. I'm just going to just do it in R16. I think it's supposed to be a bit of a growth area. Let's have a look at that, and then we'll see if there's another one. Maybe the Turnpike. But you can see there's just a couple of properties and leads and opportunities that are coming up that perhaps you wouldn't have looked at otherwise. And again, price reduced, so this could be a good indicator that you've got a motivated seller. So again, if we go east of England, and this is where if I'd saved my filters, then we wouldn't be typing this in every time. You can now see all those coming up, and let's go for the NR16 postcode again. So East Harling, it's quite a reasonably priced property there, and then there's another one there as well. But yeah, so you can really see how you can use this system to be able to pick up and find investment opportunities and source deals that you may not have otherwise looked for. So that's just a great way, and you'll see, look, I've just got this supposedly 1-bedroom terraced house, 707 square meters. Well, I can have a look. Actually, you can see there that this is what it is. It's a commercial unit, and I was going to have a guess, but you could probably convert that all into a normal house. So that's that. And then you've got a school lane. Looks like quite a nice flat there. But you can get the idea of how you can search through and find some new opportunities that you wouldn't have looked for otherwise. So as you can tell, I've been using PropertyData for a year now. I think it's a fantastic piece of kit, and it's well worth the money, well worth signing up and using. As you can see, I've got a max account here. So if I just head over to pricing just to have a look, you can see they've got 3 different layers or levels to use. The reason I have the max account is because it gives you unlimited uses per month for when you're searching for plots, when you're searching for areas. It allows you to source all around the country rather than limiting you just in one area. So you can see, obviously from going from £12 a month, then stepping up, you get the ability to find properties all over the country. And then you've got the ability to download to PDF, and you've got branded PDFs. So what does that mean? If, for example, you have got this property you like the look of, I haven't done particularly well on that one. So say, for example, you've gone into tools and you've gone to evaluation. I will show you. So I've got a property that we're just about to sell, or we're just doing some work on it actually. It's a terraced house. This is built 2000 onwards. It's 1,360 square feet. It's 5-bedroom student let. It's got 2 bathrooms. It's got a high standard finish. It's got a garden out back, and it's got 2 parking spaces. So what we've done there, that is just a valuation tool. So we're chucking out a valuation to work out what the property thinks it's worth in that area. And it's going to go around and work out, based on previous results from, say, Zoopla, from lettings agents and various other bits, what's going on there. So here you go. If only if it was worth 345, sometimes it's going to be a little bit out, but it's got the location there. It's got the date, all the data that's coming up that we've entered. How much it thinks a 5-bedroom property is worth, what their asking rents are, and then here you can see comparables in the area, and the comparables directly in the area are going to be a bit less. Interesting to see this one. That's just because I know what the area is like around here, but you can kind of see what's going on around it, and roughly what the sold prices are, what's on the market at the moment. So Hempstead Road's a bit of a different area. So these are, it's an automated prompt, but the whole point being is it gives you a good idea for what's going on. When you click download PDF, you could do a standard one. Hopefully it's just loading. So you can just see here now, that's just downloaded, and it's put my logo on the top of it because I've got the Max account. It says roughly what it thinks its sales valuation is, what the rental valuation is, the details of everything else that's going on in the area. And that's a neat little form or document you can give to an investor. The other side is if you were, say, a lettings agent, not that I am, or you want to be able to give some backup if you're doing a rent to rent, then this could be probably a neat little tool to get another valuation there. So here you go, it's giving the rental valuation, and then here it's again saying what's on in the area, similar properties, how many bedrooms they are asking, whatever else. But as you can see, that's a really good way to get started. You can see the prices there. That's why I like the max version. Sign up for whatever you like. Then what I was going to give you as well was I've got a discount code. So obviously that's a review. I think PropertyData is pretty useful for any serious property investor. Here's my discount code. So if you head over to this address here, so cutt.ly/propertydata in your address bar, then when it loads up, you'll get the 14-day free trial for PropertyData. And if you enter the code ZEB, you will get 50% off your first month. So hopefully that's useful. If you've got any questions about how to use PropertyData, drop them in there below. Hopefully you like this and you'll subscribe to my channel. Cheers.